Potcast. I am your hostess of the mostest, Budtender 666. And I got with me today
the Reckless Green Machine 420.
And we have a returning guest, which we always have fun with, which is why we brought him back on today. Wayne Cudney.
Peace. How's it going, party people?
It's going. It is definitely going. Before we start this conversation, I need to remind everybody that this podcast is intended for those of legal age in your jurisdiction. It's intended just to fucking have fun, get educated if you want, and kill some time. I don't know what you guys are doing when you watch this, so let's get rolling. How have you been?
Good and bad.
Good and bad?
Yeah, you know, like roller coaster Wayne.
Sounds like Canada.
Yeah, life.
Kandahar.
Just life. I call it Canada.
Canada,
Canada, because you can't
do much.
Just
Although
can't stand it.
we can now protect our homes. We do got castle law now.
Well, duh.
But if we're out in the street, we're still fucked.
Oh, did that pass?
Yes, but we can't. If we're out in the street, we're still fucked. Explain that.
So that's good to know now. So now if one of the junkies decides to tweak out in my freaking place and break into my unit, I now have the right to beat him over the head with my baseball bat.
Yeah. You did anyways, because what you find with Canadian laws, there is a lot of bullshit, but the judges actually
But now,
are
here's
pretty
my
decent.
question.
They clear shit up when it gets to the
What
judge.
if you accidentally kill the person? Accidentally.
We would pull back to the last episode. It did say just force and up to severe. So I think it's circumstantial. If buddy comes in with like a fucking bazooka or something, you know, like
Yeah,
19
slashing,
or some shit.
big knife and slashing
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, there'd be
If
certain
they're an imposing
circumstances to it.
figure, right? You know,
Yeah.
I think the court looks at all those things, right? So, and like I said, Canadian judges, in my experience, they're pretty fair. They actually they look past all the crown bullshit and all the insanity of the media and culture, and they call things pretty fair even down the middle.
They do for the most part.
For the most part,
Yeah.
you know.
Actually,
Then
that's
sometimes
surprising.
after their judgments, then the weirdos get involved and they reverse things and change things because they cry like Carla Homolka. But that's another story.
Right? And then they allow you kids after that.
It's unbelievable.
Books and everything.
It's unbelievable.
How about you, Green? How you been?
Where do I start?
Where do we start?
Stress the fuck out. Fighting addiction.
Well, here, you know what? To start the episode off, we got these new things called the Ollie Twiddles.
Ollie Twiddles.
Ollie Twiddles.
Like Ollie or
Twiddles?
Allie.
What?
They
Starbucks same thing.
They are toffee.
It's candy.
Coffee?
Yes.
Candy.
You had me at
I like
coffee.
candy.
Your way? Pass them down your way.
All right. Oh,
Yeah, they are strawberry taffy. They are a 30 CBG and a 10 THC.
Ooh, hit me with the CBG.
Right? And then we also got the Ollie sticky sticks live rosin to try.
Oh, these are. What is that?
So this is a sour blueberry blue dream 10 milligram THC.
That's another candy.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
another. So these here,
Edible candies.
Very good toffee.
right? So
Edible
these here are
THC.
really cool because they.
You can dose
This is not
Yellow
for
fire.
kids. This
No.
candy is not for kids or pets.
Well, I know what I'm going to be hanging up for Halloween. Could be adults only.
Thanks. Oh, I like this one.
Right? And they're decently priced, really nice smell them. The aroma's fucking fantastic smelling.
They're freaking peel and pull.
Yes. They usually have 4. I had 3.
Those remind me like a little gummy.
Mm-hmm.
I got a gummy one.
Okay.
It is a little sour.
Really
Thank
good.
you.
I really like that toffee.
Okay, so I just gotta say, I love bacon.
Me too.
I believe nobody should be murdered over free speech. I believe in old family values. They exist in my day-to-day, every day. I believe drug use is a choice, not a disease or a fucking illness.
I agree with
I
that.
agree.
Okay? And hormone blockers are not for children.
Right. I don't even think this should be for adults, but that's another story.
Proper legal immigration and tight borders. And sex criminals do not deserve humanity.
Agreed.
Amen. Amen.
On that topic of like the sex criminals, I was watching this video. It was something called like the darkest tales of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one was about this guy. These were all based off true stories, actually happened. This guy, he was came from this other town and found their victims, young family.
Mm-hmm.
He killed the mother, the father, and 13-year-old boy, kidnapped the two youngest children, took them to a makeshift lodge out in the woods, killed the youngest brother by putting a shotgun point blank to his dome, and then he got caught by taking the freaking girl to Denny's.
Oh my god, I'm all for breakfast after.
Because she said she was hungry. Oh, I guess the girl said his nickname or something like that. And it must have triggered something in his freaking head. Because then she goes, because he stops and she goes, I'm hungry. And she goes, and he takes her to fucking Denny's. And the Denny's worker is immediately picks up on the little girl's body language, how she just you can tell she does not want to be there, and this girl's already been reported missing.
Wow.
So and she matches exactly to the girl. So immediately she calls the cops. Cops show up, and turns out this guy was also in the past. He already had killed another young couple that the case went cold.
No shit.
So 2 families he's destroyed.
Where was this?
Somewhere in the States. The little girl has gone out to release a book.
No shit.
Telling of all her stories and all that shit. It's going to be like a top seller.
Yeah. But on top of the other things that I do love, I also love fucking real music and those that play it.
Real music.
Right? So
Yeah.
if you could you please play us something?
Sure, you know what? A couple other times I was here, I was kind of prepared, but I have no idea what I might play or talk about today, so...
Yeah, just pull it up the old hat.
So, just going with the freestyle.
Sounds good to us.
Maybe I'll do a Johnny Cash song.
Sure.
Well, everybody knows you when the sun goes down. I think you only live to see the lights of town. I've wasted my time and now try. When you turn around and walk away, you'll cry. I lie awake at night and wait till you come in. You stay a little while and then you're gone again. That question that I ask, I get a lie. Little lie you tell, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry, and you cry alone. And everyone's forgotten and you're left all alone. You're gonna cry. Well, soon all your sugar daddies will all be gone. You wake up some cold day and find you alone. You call for me, but I'm gonna tell you bye. When the lights are lost the glow, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry, and you cry alone. And everyone's forgotten and you're left all alone. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry.
Hell yeah. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Yeah, little Johnny Cash.
Nothing beats Johnny Cash.
This was my dad's guitar. He loved Johnny Cash. And so do I.
That's your dad's guitar, right?
Yeah.
Grew up with Johnny Cash.
Yeah, me too. And this was my dad's guitar. And pretty
It's a
much
beautiful guitar, I will say.
It
pretty
is.
much the guitar I actually learned to play on because been around since I was about 13 years old. This guitar.
It's got some history going on
Yeah,
there.
it's a 1979 Takamine.
Yep.
And, I wrote a lot of songs on it over the years, and my mom gave it to me a few years after my dad died. And I love it a lot. It's one of my most prized possessions. Call it Gorgeous Georgie.
Gorgeous Georgie.
Gorgeous Georgie.
Have you named any of your other instruments?
I name all my instruments and my gear. I
Yeah.
give them all names. The funny thing is the guitars I call them after girls,
Mm-hmm.
and and then the instruments like pianos and things.
Yep.
Right. But the electronic things I name them after men.
Okay. Is there a theory behind that?
I have no idea.
It's like guys in cars, females' names, right? The model names.
I have no idea. Just weird like that.
Yeah. Eh?
Maybe I see the machines as more masculine and the girls as because you play with those. I don't want to play with dudes,
Yeah.
They're intimate. And the machines are more like brothers
Yep.
than lovers. Maybe
Yes,
it's something to
Izzy,
that.
we get it. You want to be part of the
I
show
know.
every week now.
Hi, girl.
She has to make an appearance.
She's a good-looking bitch, so every show could use a good-looking bitch.
With your freaking chain
Loyal.
on.
What?
Loyal.
Loyal.
Hard to come by.
She is. She's great. That's true.
Did you guys hear about this guy, Graham Lennon?
No, I haven't.
The UK police arrested this guy for basically posting freedom of speech things on Twitter.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, so
There's been a lot of arrests in Britain for speech.
Yeah, it's been going fucking wild right now. So like over there right now, these 3 tweets, like mainly 3 tweets, okay? But one of them was a picture of trans people where he commented, homophobes and misogynists, fuck them. Which to me doesn't sound that bad.
No.
Right? But then there was another one of a picture at a trans rally, which he quoted, a photo you can smell. I can understand people getting a little upset about that one.
Whatever.
I
You know what?
but it's
That's
a
kind
joke,
of funny, actually.
right? But the other one was a post about something about trans females shouldn't be able to just like walk into washrooms and stuff, right? Something about like it's making it like an abusive act or something. Like he was just freedom of speech, however he felt, right?
Right.
But yeah, they arrested this guy. Like I think he was on the Joe Rogan podcast or something like that, and then he was saying like after this, like I'm going back and I'm being arrested for this, like. So, yeah, I mean, I do feel like we're living in Wild West times though. Did you hear about?
It's insane.
Like Venezuela. Did you hear about the president?
No, I have not.
So Donald Trump, placed like a $50 million bounty on the Venezuelan president for being involved with drug smugglers.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
You know how Trump just
Yeah.
posted that video
On the
of him
cartels.
like bomb the cartels
Yeah.
in the water.
On that topic, doesn't Trump have a bond on his head too?
I'm sure they all do worldwide.
I'm sure there's a lot of hits
Hold
out
on,
Donald
let
Trump's
me
head.
bust out a goop. I think
Everyone at
Trump's here.
BlackRock. I mean,
But I think he's got the Holy Spirit protecting him.
somehow, man, like
Whether people
bullets
like it or
fly
not.
by him and shit.
Yeah, whether people like it or not, this guy's got some. He's got some higher power help.
Do you remember the day back in the day when Charlie Sheen would walk around going, the winning?
Oh yeah, I
There
remember.
should be a Trump shirt just
Yeah.
winning at this point.
Yeah.
Like, this
Well,
guy
there is a hat that says Trump was right about everything.
Fuck.
There
I mean,
is a
that's
hat.
gonna
There is a
piss
hat
whole
and a
bunch of
T-shirt
people.
that says
That's
that.
gonna piss a bunch of people.
I've even
I
seen
think
it.
it's
I've even
great.
seen Trump
right
wearing
here.
the hat.
Right.
Right here. I was freaking right. Trump doubles or that's the
Yeah,
fucking
50 million.
That's
It was
not
originally
bad.
25.
Oh.
But this also leads me to like about the whole drug thing, right? Because I'll say this is a new fucked era we live in. It's not just a culture of people. We have our culture, and we have like a drug culture.
Yeah.
And it just with this going on, I just feel like it's wild and wilder than it's ever been. They're like half aggressive and half asleep.
Yeah. The junkie problem in North America is one of the saddest epidemics I've ever seen in the history of mankind.
Yeah. It's not just Canada, not just.
No, it's North America.
It's
And maybe around the world, but I can't speak outside of North America. I don't know that much about it.
We know what's going on.
But
here.
I can
It's
see what's
fucking
going on
raw.
in North America. I travel and have friends. and I can see, and it's just like we've been divided and conquered by an NWO agenda, whether you like it or not. And my hat's not even tin foil;
Right.
it's cotton. Okay, and but you know the radicalization and brainwashing of people on both sides.
How about the homelessness in these outreach programs where people are making six figures?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
and
big thing.
all these social programs have these fancy buildings, but the people are sleeping in the streets.
Yeah. When we were
And all these buildings that are handing out this like methadone to help people get off drugs, which is the worst drug they can get, and they do that and all the street drugs.
I know people that get stuck on the methadone. And
That's the worst one.
On that.
It's worse than anything, right? And the government's just handing that stuff out like it's Band-Aids, you know.
And we need shaman-like people. Take people aside for 2 weeks, sweat them out, make sure they stay alive, you know. Teach them nice values to life.
Yes.
Help real changes. Don't just fucking, here's some food, here's some clothes, on your way, Billy.
Yeah.
Like,
Good luck.
Yeah. Here's a bus ticket to another city. Best of luck.
Here's a bus ticket and it says
Here's a bus ticket to another city where the drugs are cheaper.
Yeah. And some
Hope you
methadone.
fare well.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Like straight up.
And
like,
then-
all these
and then
all the
honest-
fucking junkies
And then
from
honest,
Toronto.
hardworking, ambitious people can't get no help.
No.
And they're wasting all this tax dollars on, you know, all these Noxalon kits or whatever the hell they're called, you know.
And I'm not going to say defund the police because I don't believe in that, but I do believe in funding the police so we get the right officers in power.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we
No,
have
we
a
definitely
great
need
change.
police,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Good police are good.
Because if not, your house will be broken into.
Yeah. And good police are good. Because good police don't want to do paperwork and bullshit over bullshit. Right?
Exactly, yeah.
You know, in the old days, we used to have some decent cops around, and they go, you had a couple drinks, but you're not pissed. You can handle the wheel of the car. You only live down there. Yeah, I know who you are.
Yeah.
Get the hell home and stay home.
Go do your fucking
Right?
thing.
Don't be doing that no more,
Yeah.
Bill.
Smart. Now.
Right? You know, and they watch him. Right?
Yep.
You know, and then if they see him do it a few more times, then they go, you know what? I've been watching you, and you're fucking up, drinking and driving all the time.
Yeah. You know
So now we're going to give you a ticket, right? But you know they just made everything excessive, right? And but you know you got to give the police the right actions to work by.
Yeah.
Now they don't have any; they can't even do anything.
No, I've been told that it is inhumane to ask people to leave storefronts where they're smoking drugs. And my excuse to that is, well, is it not inhumane to be blowing that towards children walking
Yeah.
by?
And also, isn't it inhumane to just let people to ignore people and let them sabotage themselves and the community?
Yes, they're sabotaging themselves and you're not helping. Your job
yeah.
is the police officers to
Yeah,
provide the
get them up on the
community
street,
safety.
take them to a
Because
place
I
where they
love
get in a
walking through an
program.
alleyway and smelling toxic pneumonia fumes from their fucking meth.
Yeah, I mean, I like to smoke a pipe, but it's only grass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Occasionally maybe ayahuasca.
This is my Sherlock Holmes
Some
pipe.
DMT. That is a beautiful
that is a
pipe.
beautiful piece.
Stone?
No, it's kind of
Plastic?
glossy, like
Glass?
ceramic.
Ceramic. That's the word.
It might even be stone. I'm not sure. I got it at Crazy Bill's.
Oh.
We just start kind of like
High quality.
Yeah.
Decent. It's something sad happened to it in London Ontario dispensary.
London, Ontario. That's my
Yeah.
hometown, basically, where I went to
So-
high school.
Since 2022, some city councillor, this dispensary has been open since 2022. I won't say the names because we don't want to bring bad voodoo to people and shit either,
Right.
right? But this city councillor has been like petitioning and finally succeeded in the removal of the store's mural. It was a big, beautiful mural with like leaves and stuff and all these
Right.
kind of things, right?
Somebody didn't like it.
So on social media, the dispensary quoted, "The city painted over a mural not because it harmed anyone, but because it showed cannabis."
Bro.
This kind of shit is what's keeping it so taboo and like this fucked up stigma. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't see a pot leaf, but you can see bottles of liquor.
Right.
You can see
Also-
junkies using all this shit.
Also, like the alcohol and tobacco used to fund a lot of sports and music
Yes,
and
it
stuff. Now they're not allowed to because it's a bad presentation. But meanwhile, we all pay taxes for it and it's all legal. So that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you. If someone has a building and they can sell marijuana in there, it's legal, and the government takes their taxes from it, and they want to put a picture of some marijuana leaves on the side, Good for them. If you don't like it, don't look at that building.
But like, here's my thing too: is we can't have pictures of natural plant, but we can have all these fuck tacos also indoctrinating their kids to go stand on the street corner with all these abortion fucking photos.
I gotta see it. What is it?
Dead torn up babies.
A pride flag painted on the sidewalk
in my life.
every time I go downtown.
Yeah,
right?
I gotta walk through meth clouds and shit. But,
Yeah.
you know, we can't have a picture of a fucking cannabis leaf.
Yeah, and they put retarded NWO flags all over government buildings now instead of the Canadian flag.
Yeah.
That's a little bit weird.
Yeah, it's this. I don't know. At this point,
You know, London.
this shit just makes me want to have another fucking toke.
London in the 1980s, because I was a teenager in London in the 1980s, was literally one of the coolest cities. And I traveled a lot in the 80s with boxing,
Yes.
right? So I went all over North America, right? And London was a really great city. It was really cool, really clean, fun party city. And it was diverse. You had rich people, poor people, middle class people. And people used to come to London from all over the place to go party there. From Michigan, from Toronto, from Windsor. People would come from all over to come party in London. It's a university city, college city.
It's a cool fucking
It
city.
was really happening. But I can tell you, I started in the mid-90s. It started to quickly go down and become Shitsville. And since 2009-10, that city has just become like a fucking... like nothing like it was.
I watched a documentary on London, and even the residents are saying it's hell.
Yeah, and it used to be a great city, like literally, like in the 80s, and even the 90s was pretty good, but the 80s was really great. And then this, I remember the 70s, and probably the 60s and 50s was good too. I wasn't around then, right? But the folklore and the history of people talking about it has a lot of good time history, right?
Yeah.
But then since the 2009, 2010, it just quickly cannibalized itself and just became a fucking shit show. Pardon my French.
That's German, isn't it? Scheiße.
Well, more appropriate. I do have some German heritage, so.
Right.
Apparently.
So we got some Q&As for you.
All right.
And then we also had some fans shoot some questions for us to answer as well. So
Cool.
That's a first.
yeah,
Right on.
I think we're gonna do a fan mail segment at some point because I've had a couple people ask, do you guys have a mailing address?
Yeah, interactive is always good.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna
People
set
send in fan mail, stuff
we'll
like
set up a
that.
PO box and stuff for you guys if you
Maybe
guys
have a
want us to send
contest.
something and stuff. Yeah.
Like,
We'll have a drawing contest. Send us your coolest drawing of the three of us right here.
That's a pretty good one.
Right? That'd be awesome. Yeah, everybody here make a pose real quick. There you go. That's what you need to draw. That would be fucking fantastic. So, does cannabis still influence your creative process the same way it used to? 'Cause I know you've gone through like tolerancy breaks and stuff, right?
I have to say, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
Good
or bad?
Well, I try to get off of marijuana. I can get off it for a period of time, but then I always feel like I'm just after a long time, I just feel kind of null and void. And then so to smoke a little bit moderately, then I find that my creative process gets inspired again. And maybe that's just because of habit. Since I was young, I used marijuana in my creative experience, right?
I believe it opens up some of those blockers.
But I think it does. Like, I'm a 55-year-old guy, and sometimes, to what's the point of the sense, right?
Yeah.
I already have like hundreds of songs and ideas and did everything I ever wanted to do, and I don't have to put gates up around my house. I'm not rich and famous. I'm not likely going to be. So what's the point, right? But then other times, like when I smoke a little marijuana, then all of a sudden I just feel like, I feel like doing it. I just get the
that muse seems to
it's not like for any reason. It's just because it's something I want to do. So then I'll grab some instruments and create something, right?
Sometimes you don't even need to create for others. Just creating for yourself sometimes is the joy as a musician.
That's what I came to the conclusion about art is at my age. It doesn't. It's not for other people or for acclaim or for commerce, like it used to be a job for me for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And now it's sort of like, you know what? It's just for me now,
It's,
right? It's just a
art's always
hobby.
been the eye of the beholder anyways, right? So it's...
I mean, I always
just
had
need to
that selfish
create.
approach to my art anyways, but, you know,
Everybody chases fame for a little while until they become modest.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's modesty.
I had one for that phase.
I wouldn't
Just
say, I don't
contentness, maybe?
think I'm any more modest.
Just content, maybe? More
Yeah,
content?
and just like I don't really what I've experienced in my little bit of celebrity, I don't really enjoy that.
Yeah. Has your choice in strain changed?
No,
Like indicas, sativas?
no, I've been smoking a little bit of hybrids, but
Still that sativa lenient.
yeah,
Yeah. I hear you.
yeah,
Music was once heavily influenced by cannabis, as we
Yeah.
know, and then they had the war on drugs to fight culture, to fight the anti-war movement, yada yada. But do you think it's still the same, or do you think other things fuel the music industry now?
Well, I'm so removed from what the young generation is doing, and
I do believe other drugs.
I'll sound like
very
an
popular.
old grumpy
Yes.
man here. What I hear now coming out doesn't even sound like music to me. It
No.
sounds like just electronic noise and gibberish, right? There are the odd music and stuff that comes out that's good, but for the most part, most of the mainstream music is just a bunch of noise, as far as I'm concerned.
People kind
It has been
of
for a long
quality
time.
of music.
And yeah, so, but you know, there's always there are like you can find like a ton of young people that are like playing like blues guitar and jazz, and they're just young
Yeah.
people, right? Some of them are just nerds,
But
but
they
you
just
know,
never get the recognition.
yeah, but you know, in the way the world is, I think there might be a change happening, and maybe it already has in the way people consume media and entertainment. Because I think the old legacy media has lost its foothold,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's much more of the more independent online culture, right? Like you know the Joe Rogans and those kinds of things, right? That are starting to take over. So it might, you know, there might be a resurgence, you know, in the next generation after this craziness we've gone through, where the next young people have a lot of soul and feeling, and they might end up making some really good art.
Well, I mean, mainstream media became so untrustworthy, you know, like all those videos of people repeating the same thing verbatim
Yeah, like it just got
and stuff, right?
totally scripted and totally
That's
outrageous.
why I believe people like Rogan became so popular
Yeah.
and so big is because
They're just telling the truth and being
independent
natural.
people, yeah, even if people shit on them, they're like, look, this is just how I see the world, this is where I see it, you can hate me
Yeah.
or love me, this is just what I have.
And I think Joe Rogan's success is that he didn't have any horses or dogs or ponies in the hunt or the race. He didn't care about people's opinions. He wasn't challenging them.
Who else did he have? Like Howard Stern, and that guy shit on him for doing what he was doing.
But all his guests, he didn't try to argue with them. He just asked them more questions and let them talk more instead of shut them down.
Yeah.
Right? Even if he doesn't agree with them and thought they were total lunatics, he would just ask them more questions, try to peel more layers. And I think that's why he was successful, because instead of trying to force an agenda, he was just letting the truth come out.
Has anyone tried to shoot him yet, I wonder?
Well, I probably bet there has been.
Because I haven't heard anything, you know, but like people shot Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, well, people
That's
challenge
the
him in
freaking
fights and
stage
stuff.
People shot Trump's ear.
Would you want to challenge him to a fight?
No.
Have you seen his
I'm-
spinning kicks?
I'm a tough guy, and I'm not fighting Joe Rogan for nothing.
I would rather lick the bottom of that man's foot than challenge him to a fight.
You know, if I had to fight him, it's only for a price. You know, like in the thing. I mean, I'd like to spar with him. But,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd love to roll on the mat with him.
But no, he's definitely a wickedly like serious tough guy.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, like you said, his
Oh, yeah.
kicks.
Yeah. It's funny when you see him get out like those cold plunges. He looks like a big skinless fucking gorilla too.
Yeah.
He's
He's fit, he's
muscles,
strong and
man.
well
Yeah.
trained.
So when I saw people like the fucking Liver King being like,
Yeah.
I only eat raw liver.
Yeah, that's
shit."
one of the that's one of the guys that was
Is in the hospital.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Such a liar.
Bro's fucking dying.
See all the water move around? I mean, not water, I mean muscle retention.
Clout chaser.
Yeah,
Like-
fuck that guy.
Clout chasers. There's a lot of those in this time.
Ah.
He's probably a CIA. What is
The
it?
thing that pisses me off most is he had so many young people trying to follow that, and they got so sick and
Yeah.
everything I'm the Liver King. and
I'm
I'll put
always
you
late
in
to
the
these
top."
things. I never find out about them until after they're like a big expose,
Right.
right?
That's the guy I'd like to fight. Throw me in a ring with him.
Liver King?
Go fight the Liver King. I'll fight him one hand time on my back. Even if I lose.
I don't think you will.
I'd like, I punched that guy in the fucking nose. Fuck that guy.
He's not mentally stable,
No, he's not.
right?
Oh
He's
shit,
not.
he's arrested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the mugshot.
He's in a shitload of trouble.
I'm not
Because he
getting
keeps
my
getting-
liver
He
anymore.
keeps getting on
He was arrested for threatening Joe Rogan on Instagram.
Smart.
And why? He looks like a fucking like one of the homeless fuckers I see downtown.
You can see the steroids in his face.
Yeah.
There's with roid users, they get these certain lines.
You can
in
also
their face
see
and
that he
stuff.
does other hard drugs too in his face,
Oh,
and
yeah.
medication.
No, I'm straight.
What do they call them? SSRIs, medication for people with
Yeah.
mental health.
Like, that's what he was looking like.
Those are boobs. Those aren't muscles. Those are watery boobs.
But now he's definitely on some other.
He's not the liver
substances.
king, he's the liver thing.
Yeah,
Because he's not a king.
the lizard thing.
The lizard thing
and
is more
like
appropriate.
he got out of jail and immediately went on social media again and harassed Joe Rogan again.
Oh, which is
And
against,
said it's
which
going,
is
going,
right
going,
against
it's
his-
not over.
right
yada,
against his
yada,
bail
yada.
conditions.
Have you guys seen what they're doing in Russia?
No.
Okay, so this is what they should
Dog,
do the same
stop
thing.
kicking me.
They should do the same thing with the Liver King and Joe Rogan. Okay, so people that owe like massive amounts of money to these big Russian drug lords, they stick them in an MMA ring
Oh.
and fight for their fucking debt. You should see these little crackheads fucking fight for their life, man. And these like big mob bosses just getting wrecked, but these little skinny crackheads, it's like, yeah, because he's fighting for his life.
I would love to see these videos. Where can I find
The Russian
YouTube?
gang mafias, they don't kid around those guys, man.
No.
I've had a couple of experiences
This
working
guy's like
in
in a big
nightclubs with
black
them.
coat, nice red. You
Yep.
can tell it's a perfectly cut suit. Shit, and he's in here trying to punch out this crackhead, and this crackhead just owns him. Like, yeah, this guy probably owes like $100,000 in fucking meth or something. Like that. He's fighting for his life
Send me
on TV.
the
Sometimes it's
fucking
not always a lot of
video.
money. These guys are just callous and trying to make statements,
Right.
I've heard some stories, in street culture and, through the nightclubs and things I worked in where, people got some serious retaliation against them for not very large debts. That, they didn't really deserve that kind of violence for that kind of a
Yeah,
debt.
people have been shot with $5.
And you're not
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get
just it.
and you're not gonna get your money back after you
No,
violence.
That's just it. Yeah,
somebody
you
like that.
pound somebody, you think they're gonna come pay you? No, they're gonna run.
Yeah. And so it's
Yeah.
and killing somebody because they owe you money, well that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like you got into the deal with them, so if you take a loss, that's called business. Learn.
Exactly. Here you go, Izzy. How
It's not a license to kill people.
Only James Bond has that.
Only Jay and he's fictitious character.
Only James Bond and fucking Team America World Police.
And what?
Team America World
Team
Police.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, Team America.
Oh,
I'm done with that. I wish I could move to
America.
Move to Florida.
Fuck yeah.
if I had a bunch of money and some swag, some swagger, some pull, I'd move right down to
I
Florida.
would now if they all the Florida tour, all the actual Florida. I watched a documentary on Florida. Everyone's saying the Florida dream's dead. The beaches are taken over by homeless.
Just hillbillies.
The freaking
Hillbillies and gators.
They ain't gonna last long. Trump's cleaning up America city by city.
For somebody just getting into music, what would you suggest?
Find a job. Get a second thing. And don't get into partying and your ego. And focus on your music as hard as you can. And keep another job until you make enough money that you don't need another job. Because just living on the music thing, it's a hard struggle. And living in the party ego life is a hard struggle. So my suggestion is have a normal life until you make it. Right?
Yep.
And make your music secondary. Like not secondary, but have something else to support it and to fall back on.
Yeah.
Right? I never did that. And I wish I had if I had. I see people that did and they're a lot farther ahead. Right?
Is there a genre of music you just can't stand?
Yeah.
What?
There is. Fake hip hop.
Okay, yeah.
That I guess like Drake.
Yeah.
yes.
That kind of like warble.
We are sorry everywhere else in the world for Drake. We apologize.
Like anything that sounds like that,
Yeah.
right? Or all that like mumble rap, you know, where they just mumble and all they say is expletives over and over and over again, right? I hate that kind of music. Like can't stand it. And also, I'm not very into whiny, dark, alternative rock from my era, from the '90s. Like I'm not into Pearl Jam or.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate it, but
Sounds like a bunch of constipated.
and I don't like the Tragically Hip. I think they're really overrated.
I enjoy a few of their songs,
Yeah,
but
there's a few good
it's
songs.
not something that I would be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this record.
Yeah, of course they have a few good songs,
Yeah.
right? Not
They
saying
would be as
that.
successful if they didn't.
Right, and they're obviously hardworking, dedicated dudes, right? And they must have some charisma because they call a whole culture.
Not all that charisma.
But what's that?
No, but charisma.
But just not. I just think I think there's a lot of other acts in Canada at that time that were worthy of a lot more fanfare than they were.
Yep.
But what do I know?
Have you ever collaborated with any like big names?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have. Most of my music on my albums were with really acclaimed producers.
Decent. Okay.
My songs that are from 2005 are with Alec Fraser, who's quite acclaimed producer and musician. He's won a lot of awards. He produced a lot of blues albums, acclaimed blues albums.
Okay.
Jeff Healey, and he played in Jeff Healey's traveling band for many years.
I know Jeff Healey. I definitely know him.
He made a lot of albums with like blues legends.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
He sort of got known for that, and people said these guys started coming to Toronto to play shows, and then they come to his studio and record there, right? So he won a lot of Maple Blues, a lot of Juno Awards.
Junos, yeah,
Right?
that's a big Canadian word to get.
Yeah.
Is the Juno.
So he's pretty acclaimed in that side of
That's probably why I've heard that name before.
Yeah, if you look at his discography, he's played like in the studio or live with like every like big name in like rock and roll and country music. He's like played in a lot of the backup bands for our big artists that came to Canada, right?
Okay.
And when I met him, I didn't know he was so acclaimed. That's like what a doofus I is. I just met him like playing gigs with other mutual musicians, and we became buddies.
That's what makes shit more fun though.
And
It's
then-
like when you just ignore the stardom and the fandom, and we're both humans. Let's just
Yeah,
chill.
he encouraged my songwriting and asked me if I wanted to come record with him. And then I found out after he asked me that he was quite acclaimed. And then I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you were like one of the most acclaimed, at that time, especially in 2005, most prominent producers in Canada. He goes, oh, I didn't know I was either. Right? Just like he was like, what is it, sincere? It wasn't like
Humble, yeah.
like a put on. So I got to record with him, and then I recorded, became friends from playing gigs and stuff with another guy who's pretty acclaimed too, named Nick DeToro. Right?
Toro.
Yeah, and he produced Sloan's a couple of Sloan's most popular albums, Parallel Play, right? And he produced the Glorious Sons' first album with the guy from the Trews, and he works a lot on the road with the Trews as a sound guy. He's been a sound guy for a lot of big acts.
The Trues get around a lot too.
Yeah.
They do a lot of shows,
Yeah,
man.
they're a great band actually. I like them.
Yeah, I didn't realize who the Trues were a while back. Like before I got into them, I thought they were this other band, and I was
Okay.
like, oh, they fucking suck.
Right.
He's like shit on them all the
Right.
time. But he's like, why don't you like this song? He puts it on. I was like, oh, this isn't. Wait, this is the Trues. He's like, yeah. Who did you think the fucking Trues were?
The
I think it was like
Trews.
Stone Temple Pilots. I was shit.
Okay. The Trews, if you actually listen to them, you'll hear a lot of Beatles influence, I think. Right? I don't think they're a Beatles ripoff band, but I think they like probably have a lot of Beatles influence.
I have a thing about the Beatles, man. They wrote a song about leaving a dog in a fucking car. I'm not okay with that.
Well, they were on a lot of drugs, and they said a lot of off the cuff things and weird things. They also wrote a lot of beautiful melodies, and so they wrote a lot of work. So they had a lot of great songs, and they have some shit too.
It just, like I said, just
I don't know that song.
comfortable.
What song is that?
It's called "It's Okay to Leave Your Dog in a Car on a Hot Day."
Okay.
They say it's okay to beat your wife and all this shit. I'm like, I thought it was fake.
Oh. I don't know that one. I know a lot of Beatles
Look it
material.
up. Look it up. It's okay to leave your dog in your car on a hot day.
I mean, they got
It's
Maxwell's
not
Silver
okay.
Hammer. That's pretty good.
I feel like I've just said it 3 times with Beetlejuice, now I just made it official.
It's not okay to leave your dog anywhere.
And if I see you leaving your dog in a hot car with the window up, that dog's name is becoming cool now. And if you do not understand that reference, well, too bad.
Don't leave your dog anywhere. Don't even leave him outside tied up somewhere. That's cruel to the dog, man.
Yeah, it's
I mean, if you can leave your dog in your car if you know the window's down here and there's air conditioning on, you're not going to be gone forever. Sure.
yeah, if you're going for like 5 minutes running to grab dog food or
That's
something. Like,
I don't know many people that would leave their dog in their car for too long anymore.
people don't do it anymore.
They love their dogs more than they love their selves.
Yeah. Yep.
You know.
Right here.
Yeah, see? Yeah, we'll have the song playing here in a second. Before we do that, let's go into the call of the week. Hey everyone, and welcome to our cultivar of the week. Today I've been gifted an amazing little treat. We have an educational sample of the One Spliff Reserve Craft Cannabis Hawaiian Snow Cone. And before I go on, the presentation to this right away is fantastic. This premium glass tip is really cool, and the paper to cannabis size and everything is amazing. If it was a cheeseburger, Randy would be super stoked about this thing right here. That's tasty. That's really nice, actually. Yeah, the lineage of this is a cherry gelato crossed with the Skittles. The terpenes are a 2.9, and the main terpenes in it are limonene, caryophyllene, and terpinolene. The THC is a 28.1. When I got this sample in mail today, it was pretty cool. They sent some stickers. They sent a really cool activity book, I have to say. I know it's ripped. Unfortunately, my dog got to the mail before I could stop her, and she thought it was for her. Because my dog's entitled. Very, very cool. And it's all artwork done by local artists, not AI generated, so fuck yeah to that. They also sent a little note, handwritten note. Hi Justin, we hope you enjoy the sample. Please let us know when you have the podcast. Would love to watch and listen. We definitely enjoy the views, so yeah, thank you, SES marketing team. This is amazing. This is not harsh at all. It has a nice slow burn, really tasty. Really, really tasty. I'm getting really nice citrusy notes. No harsh peppery aftertaste in there whatsoever. Instead of getting like sweet berry accents. The aroma is definitely skunky. It's gonna skunk up your room pretty quick. Just off the first few puffs, I'm already starting to feel kind of happy-eyed. It's a sativa, or I feel like it's a more sativa lenient hybrid, but it's definitely a hybrid. So I'm kind of feeling relaxed, but also happy, not overly lazy. Partway through this already, I'm still quite enjoying it. This is a very nice, light gray, white ash. This is a really nice experience. I give this a 5 out of 5. Anyways, back to you guys.
It's okay
It's got to be AI.
That's something I thought it was, but apparently this is a thing.
No, it's AI.
I don't know.
Trust me, I know the Beatles. That's not a Beatles song.
Look it up, see if it's true.
It's not. It's not.
I don't know.
They could even, what is it, Mandela affected, so.
True. Yeah, it could be one
But
of those
I
things
know
in
that's
this-
not a Beatles song.
Could be something that was in this universe. I mean, I wish with the Mandela effect they got rid of the fucking Yoko part.
You know, when I was young,
Helen Keller sang better than she
when
did.
I was young, I never understood the Yoko thing at all, and I thought she was disgusting, right? And I was terrified by her, in fact.
Yeah.
And I thought she was like, I believed the folklore that she was the reason the Beatles split up, right? But then, as I got older and looked at things through a different focus and looked at life differently and looked at her differently.
Apparently, the Beatles' classic single, "It's Okay to Leave Your Dog in Our Car," was the song of the summer of '66, is now one of the greatest cases of lost media.
Summer of '66 wasn't all that great.
I don't believe it. But what was I saying?
We were talking about the Beatles and Yoko Ono.
Oh, right. And so, all right. At an older age, when I became an older man, like in my 30s, and I started like watching videos of Yoko Ono online, seeing her online and stuff, I started to see why John Lennon thought she was sexy, right?
Well, I'm 37. I don't get it.
But when I was young, I thought she was deplorable. Well, as I got older, I could see the alluring passion she had, and in an ugly way, she was kind of a hot rod, right? And I don't think I would marry her, but I could see how she could be a good time.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I do get it.
And so,
Yep.
and I think John Lennon, he was just being a rebel, because he could have any starlet or any beautiful woman, so he took this natural, honest, artistic woman that he just actually fell in love with, and probably because she was a good time, they had a lot of crazy fun together, right? Because it did seem like they were in love, right?
They seemed kind of distant
I don't know.
or something.
I think they had like a kooky open relationship,
Yeah.
right? Which I never understand, but some people that do, and they're in love, and that's how they are, right? And they seem genuine to me. But what do I know? I'm just watching videos and pictures.
That's just that we weren't there. We don't really know. So it's always speculation.
I was just a little kid, just a young buck.
I wasn't born yet. I wasn't 8.
But I like the Beatles a lot. I like the conspiracy theory about Paul died and they replaced him with another cat.
I dove into that a little bit.
I like it. It's good. It's a good tale. They have a lot of good. There's a show called The Last Testament of George Harrison where they make a really good point. A lot of good points about it.
Speaking of like rabbit holes, let's call this one a zombie hole.
Okay.
Going down, I went into this for a little bit, and this is like kind of what I got into.
The zombies that are all over the streets of Brantford?
No. This is. I'm only entertaining this idea. I wrote this down so I didn't lose any of my side notes, right? And I've heard more far-fetched things than this before. So this military apparently has a full operative plan to combat zombies.
Okay.
Thing is, though, they never needed training camps and shit. Right? So just hear me out. They didn't even need their own soldiers. They basically created another psychological operation before. Like, they did like MK Ultra, except that was assisted with acid and shit and Johns and sex.
Right.
But this operation basically trained all of us civilians, including myself, without us really realizing it. On October 31st, 2010, The Walking Dead premiered,
Okay.
which is the same year Con Plan 8888 was finished in development, which is part of the war.
Very popular
operatives.
show. I never watched it, but it's very popular.
Right. World War Z was filmed in 2011 and released in 2013.
They never heard of
World War Z was good.
And also, 2013, The Last of Us was launched, the video game.
Okay.
So all of us at the same time, the military document was declassified. So this shows that this game, the games taught us. Well, what did all these games and movies teach us with zombies and stuff? They taught us survival tactics.
Right.
Well, okay. On that topic, if we're comparing zombie games and all that shit, you can't forget about what's the game? Dead's Island.
Yeah,
That's the whole
Well,
game
there's tons.
is a
I
survival.
was just pulling up like the major.
Well, like that's the like
Thanks,
when it
yeah.
comes to survival based zombie games where it actually teaches you Dead Rising
Yeah,
and
zombie.
Dead's Island.
Right. So
So
that
that's
we got
the games where it teaches you how to make freaking homemade zombie weapons and all that shit.
Yeah. So you got survival tactics.
Yeah.
And then you got managing your supplies.
Yeah.
Trust only your team.
Yep.
Keep a safe parameter.
Yep.
And have escape plans.
Yep.
Okay. So this is what everybody has, and
These
didn't even
games are
train anybody.
these games are doing
Well,
it for
listen.
you.
They've already trained people to be divided and conquered, so they could probably train them to do that too. But I don't believe in zombies.
So while we all gobbled this training up theoretically, and the zombies, gobbled up their prey. But what makes this weirder is Conplan 8888 document states that Annex C, detailing space control capabilities, like Call of Duty, space zombies and shit, right?
Okay.
But alongside of these military plans was pandemic influenza, combating weapons of mass destruction, deterrence and global strike, and omnibus support plan. And this is all zombie shit.
Okay.
Okay, on the topic of zombies again.
Like,
With
hold on. Okay, so with this being declassified, that means supposedly it's no longer a threat, and they can declassify it to the open
Right.
public, but that means it was a threat to us.
Right.
Yes.
But here's what I think. What people don't realize is that's what the Bigfoot is for. When the zombies come, the Bigfoot will come out of hiding and fuck up
Yeah.
the zombies.
Well, see, here's the thing though. Remember in 1494, history records states that Italy's sailors returning from the New World came back with severe rabies and syphilis. So what would you be coming back with syphilis? Your skin's rotting and shit. You got rabies. Yeah. And as soon as syphilis hits your brain, you go psychotic too.
Yeah.
So you're just biting people
You
and
may as well
attacking
be a
and
zombie.
shit.
But
And rabies makes you afraid of water. What do zombies not like? Water.
Yeah, those meth heads look like zombies.
They don't like water either. You're trying to
They
give them a
don't.
bottle of water and they
They
smack
don't.
it into your
They
hand.
don't like water.
No.
They just like sugar.
Yeah.
Give them packs of sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, packs of sugar. Ah.
So yeah. And so they had they had this rotted flesh, they had syphilis
I'll
and
try
shit. They're grunting and growling because their throats and tongues have rotted out due to syphilis and no medication.
Yeah.
So they're hysterical. Those are zombies.
But okay,
You want to do some meth outreach, get big packs of those sugars and go around, hand them out handfuls of
You know, we
packs
got
of
big
sugar.
salt licks for horses. We have big salt, fucking sugar licks
Sugar
for
mixed
junkies.
meats, yeah.
Stick it beside the library. There you go, guys.
They'll be writing their, what is it, their
Give
little
me the link
graffiti,
cube.
writing their graffiti all over it. I'll never forget this place. This is where you licked my ear. This is where we made memories that will last for eternity.
I love it.
So you mentioned-
all the junkie graffiti around town.
I hate it. These people
Okay.
need to be arrested and kicked in the ass, man.
Motivate
Got
them.
my dick sucked here by so and
They
so.
write these long
Like-
diatribes
Dead ass. I was going for a
You know?
ride and there was straight up.
on beautiful parts.
Wait here for
Hoping their
20
friend knows how to
minutes.
read.
Yeah, beautiful. We'll be here at 4 p.m., Daisy. Where were you? Fuck you, Daisy.
Yeah.
The fucking
Big
fuck
conversation.
Yeah, right?
Why don't you just sit at the spot and wait?
And they're everywhere. They just write them everywhere.
And then
right?
so then all of a sudden Daisy comes back, writes something back.
They're
Fuck
shameless.
you.
You know,
Free Wi-Fi and burner phones are real
I'm ready to sign up to the police to be the street detective. I'll find out how all these motherfuckers are, haul them into the police station, they can fucking get fucking boot up their fucking
But
ass.
it is that drug culture that you were saying you can't stand. I
Yeah.
feel as that's the kind of music that
Oh,
glorifies
but
it.
they're sick.
It's not an illness,
No,
it's
it's
a
not an
choice.
illness, it's a
We're in
choice, I
bad
agree.
situations, bad places, bad choices.
You agree? I agree. You know, I've been hearing this shit for years, right? I grew up in a family that people that like to party and have a good time, right? You know, none of those people said they had a sickness, right?
No.
They just said they like to have a good time, right?
Yeah.
You know, and me too. I fucked up a lot of things in my life, like everything. Every time I fucking got the keys to the castle, I threw them a fucking away by being a party animal, right?
Yeah.
And but you know what? It's not a sickness. It was a choice. I realized at this stage in my life that I like the chase.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would always sabotage myself after I accumulated what I wanted. Then I go, okay, I got that. That's good enough. Let's get rid of that. Start again. Right?
Yep.
I enjoyed that. Right? I enjoyed the suffering in some strange way. You know? And so
You had mentioned something about tinfoil hat earlier.
yeah, the tinfoil hat. I'm a
So-
tinfoil hatter.
I guess this was like a little while ago, but in Peru there was some weird shit. A lot of locals, including mainstream media at the time, was reporting people being attacked by alien-like creatures. They were like
Okay.
7 foot tall.
All right.
They had video proof too. I did look at the videos. Like, I mean, if it was real videos, you kind of be like, what is that tall, skinny, malnourished, weird, big-headed fuck doing?
Hmm.
Walking around attacking people, put a 13-year-old girl in the hospital.
Right.
Along with like all that shit, the locals did open fire on it. It's all in the video, like this thing getting hit and stuff. Didn't seem to phase it.
Then it just disappeared.
And no, it just walked away.
Just
Didn't
walked away.
disappear, it walks away. But then later on, they claim it was just a couple gold miners harassing the locals.
Sounds about right.
But for what reason?
Who knows? Land disputes, romantic things. Who knows? You know, people, they fucking start shit all the time. And I more believe that there's some dudes that just concocted some, Scooby-Doo routine to...
Like this thing looks like we wouldn't be able to fit inside this body thing. Like it was like skinny, like
Maybe-
twig.
maybe
thick.
it's like a machine that they made.
Maybe, yeah. Like
Right?
I said, these are just speculations. I don't believe any of these things, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
not there, didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
I like these things.
I like them too. You know what? I love...
3-Eye Atlas on the way here. I want that to be a mothership. Bring on the aliens.
I
I'm done
love
with these
conspiracy theory things, but a lot of them, I don't give them any...
You play along for a bit.
yeah, they're interesting to listen to.
Well, that's the
fun.
thing is conspiracy.
But mostly I don't really believe them. Well, most of them.
The word conspiracy came out like what, 1963?
Yeah, well, I think it's been around forever, but they perverted the meaning of it in the 60s.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, a conspiracy is just when people actually conspire to do something. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. If you and I say, hey, let's go down to the weed store and buy Carson a nice big bag of weed because he's a good guy. We're conspiring to buy him some weed. It's a conspiracy.
Conspiracy to
So that doesn't mean it's a bad thing,
No.
right? This means we're conspiring. Hey,
Yes.
let's go get, let's make it a secret and surprise him with a big bag of weed because he's a good guy. That's a conspiracy, okay?
Very true. Yes.
Right?
Yes, they did bastardize
So now
these.
say that Liam heard us saying that, right?
Mhm.
And then he goes to Sonny and says, I heard Dad and Wayne talking about buying a big bag of weed, right?
Yes.
And then Sonny goes, oh, that's a conspiracy theory.
That's the perfect definition right there.
Right? A lot of times they're conspiracy facts,
Yes.
right? Now, not always. They get far out, right? You know?
See, when did we stop using the word like legends and fables and tales too? Like those
Yeah,
things-
well, everyone's a legend now.
Fuck that. Nobody's a legend.
Everyone that plays a video game well or
Oh.
gets their hair braided,
Right.
they're a legend, man. Gets some rims on their car, they're a legend.
No, legends are people like Eric the Red.
Yeah, you know. Or Johnny
Cliff
Cash.
Erickson, Johnny Cash.
We
Yeah,
played-
musical
played-
legend right there.
Yeah, we played a song his earlier. He's a
Can
legend.
you play us another song here?
Sure, I guess so. What kind of song will I play?
I don't know.
Oh,
I always like getting you out of your comfort zone.
yeah.
You're always playing something different when I see you out of the street there playing for the crowd too. People love it. The smiles when they're walking by you. and
You know, I
stuff.
get a lot of good interaction with people when I do some busking, I have to say.
We don't have enough live musicians on the street doing this shit.
And I
no.
appreciate that. So to anyone that might see this that has blessed me with a tip or your kind spirit when you see me out busking around, thank you.
See, this is him every day, not just when he's playing instruments.
Yeah. I'm going to play my version of a hip hop song from the 80s by a group called Houdini, one of my favorite hip hop songs.
Houdini.
Yeah, and this was a song called Friends, and I got my own version of it. Friends, how many of us out there gotta have friends? Ones we can depend on, I need friends. doesn't know the meaning of friends, and if you ask me, you know I wouldn't be much help. A friend's somebody you judge for yourself. Some are okay, treat you real cool, or some will stick you kindly for being the fool. We like to be with some because they're funny. Others come around when they need some money. Some you grew up with around the way, and you're still real close to this very day. Homeboys in the summer, winter, spring, and fall. Then the summer wish we never knew it all. And this list goes on again and again. But these are the people that we call friends. How many of us have them gotta have friends? Ones we can depend on. I need friends. Before we go any further, let's be friends. Together, we barely knew each other. We had no intentions on becoming lovers, but in no time at all, you became my girl. Me and you, one-on-one against the world, talking on the telephone for hours at a time. Or else I was at your house, you was in mine. Then came the argument, all kinds of problems. Besides making love, we had nothing in common. Couldn't last so long, cause we started out strong, but I guess we went about the whole thing wrong. I said it no way, came to an end, cause we became lovers before we were friends. How many of us have them gotta have friends? Ones we can depend on. I need friends. Before we go any further, let's be friends. Boogie down. And your girlfriend was so tight, you took an opportunity your guy wouldn't like. She even had a set of keys to your home, and you shared mostly everything you own. Then she shook your hand, stole your man, was done so sweet, had to be a plan. Couldn't trust her with cheese, let alone your keys. Friends like that, you don't need enemies. You wonder how long it was all going on, and you're still not sure. You're glad he's gone. Say, well, she took him, it was never mine. But deep inside, you know it's just another lie. And now you kind of cold to the people you meet, cause it was something that was done to your dreams and beliefs. But nevertheless, I'ma say it again. These are the people that we call friends. How many of us have them gotta have friends? Ones we can depend on. I need friends. Before we go any further, let's be friends. Is a word we use every day. Love you, friends. There you go. Thank you.
Speaking of friends, friends worldwide, straw hats.
Okay, what is that?
You're a straw hat, right? You know One Piece.
Not really.
So I'm the only one here, but One Piece. This guy right here is actually from it. But straw hats, the flag specifically, the Jolly Roger symbol that they have with the straw hat and stuff, are now considered
like the old 1930s thing, 20s thing?
Like the Jolly Roger pirate flag.
Okay.
So you have that plus, it looks like my tattoo.
Oh, the skull and crossbones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that with the yellow straw hat with the red ribbon.
Okay.
So they're now basically considered criminals.
Oh.
But we're just anti-fucked up government people that now in Nepal, they burnt down the government buildings and they're flying the straw hat Jolly Roger flags as a symbol of protest and new order against the government censorship and corruption. In the Philippines, it was already became a national symbol of free speech and government protests. And other in other countries, the citizens are also following suit. There's a bunch of people up here in like northern Ontario already doing it. People at West Canada. It's becoming a big symbol. Originally, it was just an ongoing anime that's been as long as like Dragon Ball.
Okay.
It's still going on. They still keep making episodes for this manga. That's all it is. This guy here, he's got like, that's all. They're just pirates.
Okay.
This guy wants to be king of the pirates. That's it. The whole show is basically chasing after the one piece of treasure that they can't find. That's it. It's very simple, but it's just funny that a manga symbol has actually become an international symbol for people that all feel like-minded about this thing.
In pop culture.
Yeah. Yep. So it's just something exciting for all those One Piece fans to be looking forward to, I guess. We'll see where that goes. We could all be criminals someday.
Well, we all are by some form or standard.
Great.
According to the Ten Commandments, we're all sinners, so.
Oh, isn't that what free will does, though?
Well,
They say it's temptation, but how do you, some temptations you give into, it's human nature, but then you go to hell for it? Fuck that, that's why I stay close to my Viking culture.
yeah, well.
I don't fear my gods won't come among us.
If you ask for forgiveness, I guess all's good, that's what they say, so.
Really, so pedophile can do shit like, I'm sorry, Jesus.
Well, I think there might be some,
Or can we little Nicky him?
I think there's
Pineapple, yeah.
I think there's something to do with what's in your heart.
Yeah, but like, so what if they did actually do this shit their entire life, like touching kids, and then like just before they died, they had a change of heart?
I don't think that counts.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I was just like,
I'm not God, but I don't think that counts. I think that's like, nice try, you tried to trick God. Too bad.
yeah.
And a little late. Should have thought about that before you did those
I
things.
feel with Christianity, a lot of people that are hard Christians are very black and white with it.
Yeah, well, a lot of people that in all aspects of any kind of philosophy are just lost in their own brain wavelength, right? You know,
Yeah.
and some are good examples, and it's day to day. Some days some people behave one way, on the next day another person behaves a different way in the same situation. Because I don't think humans do the same thing all the time. I don't think there's
People like to get extremely unrash very quickly in every situation, I think.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Nowadays, because I think we've been radicalized by the media and however they use their MK Ultra routines to make everybody have cognitive dissonance and everybody radical now. So everybody's anxious about something.
See, this is my thing, is like, we have all these things about, we got this thing coming towards Earth and shit, which could be aliens and stuff.
Yeah.
We have all this other stuff going on, but we still can't have it in a simple Epstein list.
Yeah. Well,
like, come on.
I think there is no list. I think that's like a, what is it, imaginative.
I don't think there's an actual tangible list, but
right.
I believe there's names that they could release that they just won't.
Right. I think that, yeah, there probably is people that they have a certain amount of incriminating evidence on, right?
They might have videos, like some Diddy Party videos or some shit.
But this is the thing, is probably what they have isn't enough to actually incriminate anybody. They're just like circumstantial evidence, right? They don't have any hard evidence. Because I think if they did, they would already, not one side, but the other side of political parties would already have fucked shit up. I think they wanted to, but they can't find a way to.
Well, I have this other theory too. We're all trying as a mass. You know, back in the day they had coliseums.
Yeah.
So distract us with that shit.
No, exactly.
Now they distract us with politics.
And I was going to say that. It might be just all distraction, right? Because they just bring up this thing when it's convenient to take your eye off a ball, right?
Yeah.
And what do we know about this guy or who he is or what he really
They
is?
invested all this money into the coliseums back in the day. Now they invest all this money into governors and shit now.
I'm not saying this guy was a good guy. I don't know anything about it except for what I've seen on YouTube videos on both sides. So I don't have really any opinion about him because I never met him, don't know the guy, right? But he might be just some guy who pissed off the wrong guy. And they made up a whole smear campaign against this guy. He might be the best, awesomest.
Wag the dog.
He might be the best, awesomest dude ever that just pissed off the wrong people, right? That's a possibility, right? To me, just as much as it's a possibility he's a heinous creep, right?
Yep. Well, my big thing is like, actually, I don't got a big thing. I forgot what I was thinking. I'm stoned now.
I got a big thing, but I'm not showing it on the podcast. Da-da-ba!
Yeah, we don't cross swords live. Live.
I don't do it, period.
Allegedly.
No.
But man said he loved me.
Brotherly love.
Great. We got questions from our viewers.
That's interesting.
Right? And some of them were nice enough to leave their...
Are they to you guys?
It's to us, but you're more than welcome to...
Can I read them?
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys the questions
Yeah.
for the viewers?
We have their names, and some of these names are fucking great, too.
All right. So these are from the viewers
Curious if
to
anyone's
the
got any questions
podcast,
about me.
Good Greens podcast
So
host.
they weren't directed to either one of us, so I think it's to both of us.
And this is from Bam Bam Boozelaws. Bam Bam Boozelaws.
Some of the names, Bam Bam Boozla.
Bam Bam Boozelaws. Yeah, sounds like a nice little scat thing.
Imagine getting beat up by that guy in a video.
What if it's a woman?
Or a woman, you're just sitting there fucking teabagging here, clam jamming you.
Maybe it's non-binary. You never know in this day and age. We don't want to offend anyone.
So
Get
if we
canceled.
have, hold on then, on a side note, with non-binary, I'm not trying to make a joke here. If we got dudes who like to teabag and women that clam jam, what does a non-binary do?
Anything they like.
Right? They do the touchdown.
They do it all.
That pansexual, I just imagine it's just teabagging the pan.
They do everything.
Yes, yeah, I don't know. All jokes aside, you know. Sorry,
Okay,
that
so-
was all jokes, not
Here's-
all
yeah,
jokes.
all jokes.
Here's the question from Bam Bam Boozelaws, which is a mouthful. How did you first get involved with cannabis? What inspired you to host a show? That's two questions, but they're good questions.
It's a compound question. We're stoners here. What is this?
Yeah.
The first question out of the table.
How did you get involved with smoking dope, and what inspired you to host a show about smoking dope?
I got into, yeah, you go first.
So for me, I got into smoking cannabis back in high school. Grade 9 was a super huge easy bake, but my granny, she was a long time smoker at the time. She was explaining that's just normal process, so I just kept smoking, and eventually it just became part of my life. And now
Granny said, "Listen, don't give up."
Yeah,
Daddy.
Granny
You're
was
gonna
sitting there.
enjoy
Granny
it."
said, "Don't give up. It will get better. The greenouts will stop."
It's not a problem if you know what you're doing.
Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny,
But
go.
ever since then, I've been smoking, and just it just helps me out.
What inspired you to host a show?
Just being on a show with one of my good friends, meeting people.
Seemed like a thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Justin.
got into cannabis, weed, pot, wacky tobacco, devil's lettuce, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call this.
I like wacky
stuff.
tobacco.
I'm so used to calling it flower and bud. And,
Right.
Yeah, wacky tobacco is always fun. Habitually, I got into it. It became an after-school ritual with one of my ex-girlfriends. We'd hotbox her car across the road from my parents' house, thinking we were hiding it.
Yeah.
Didn't know that there was a smell to it.
Yeah. Also, more of a smell when you do that, and everyone within
I'll sit there and spray
25
my
feet
body
can
with
see all the smoke in the window.
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong scene right there.
I'm sure we had a few Cheech Chong moments walking. It was make it worse. It was on church property, man.
Oh, that's really good.
Right. So,
Really good.
but it just became a thing, and then years later, I wound up getting this bummed out knee that I refused to go to the hospital for. And years previous to that, we castor plastered, newspaper and shit. My shattered ankle. Went to the hospital and they told me it was shattered in 16 spots.
Damn out.
I limped out of the hospital scared as fuck because they told me they had to operate.
Oh yeah.
We went there and we drank a whole bunch of Jack Daniels. I punched a bunch of oxys. I don't suggest this, but
Yeah.
like 4 oxys. And we basically recrunched and molded my ankle and shit with some belt loops. And then hodgepodged my ankle with like newspaper and shit. I kept
Paper
it on for
mache
4
cast?
months. Yeah, for 4 months with belts wrapped around it.
Ow.
But I got this bummed out life sometimes from it now. I know it's gonna rain and shit.
Yeah,
so,
like I know that too.
so it's like I kind of got into smoking a lot more after that, because I realized that it doesn't get rid of my pain, but it would like help me laugh
Lessens
off.
it.
Yeah, I could be like, oh, it hurts,
Yeah.
but you know what? There could be worse things to do.
Yeah.
And doing a show I wanted to be able to converse with people. I wanted other people to have a voice where they don't necessarily always get a chance to. I
Right.
like to promote people. I like to have
Right.
conversation.
Well, you're just an artist.
Yeah.
Right? It's just
I
the
just-
artist
yeah.
side of you to create.
I like the attention a little bit, I won't
Yeah.
lie.
Right. Should I answer the question as a guest?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I got involved with cannabis. I hate that word; it's kind of pretentious, but anyways,
weed.
with weed, smoking grass. In the '70s as a kid, because it was the culture.
Sticks
Right.
and stands.
I had cousins that were teenagers, and I was in grade school, and so I'd get high with them, right?
Mhm.
And become on a show because I'm arrogant and, want to see myself on the screen and hear myself talk about myself.
Okay.
Okay, next question is from Sniper Cat 32.
Sniper Cat 32.
Sniper Cat 32.
Now, is that a loud meow or is that more like a mew?
It's probably, could be both, I think. I think it could be loud, or it could be like a roar, or it could be a meow.
Right?
Dangerous, silent but deadly.
A meow with the bullet going through your head. It's like,
Yeah.
"Rawr."
Yeah. Or it could also be like a big, dangerous, scary growl too, maybe, right?
It could be a liger.
A liger, yeah. Sniper Cat 32 asks, what's the most rewarding part of hosting Good Grins?
Meeting people.
Yeah, the conversation, the education I get from things that I don't know, and getting like people that these are their things. Like we've had people that do welding. I don't know jack shit about it.
Right.
So she educated the shit out of me that day. I learned there's more than one type of welding too. I thought there was like in water and out of water. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was very simple too.
Wow.
Listening to fresh music. I like the live music, it's an intimate setting, sitting here at my green table, just
Yeah.
that's what I like the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most rewarding thing for me as a guest, I would say, is getting to just hang out with some other people and try to create a live freestyle art form,
Right.
right?
So we keep it organic here.
And I like and playing some music. I like being able to play some music in some places, and it sounds pretty good in here. Singing and playing with the guitar.
It actually really does.
It has a nice
reverb.
Yeah, nice natural acoustic.
I will
and
say
feels
there's
good.
a reason why I sit you over in that spot, because I've pulled out my acoustic guitar.
It's a
Not
sweet
that I'm
spot.
good at playing, but I've tried to figure out where to put certain things in the room
Yeah.
so it echoes right.
Yeah.
Hey, so one thing I might be getting is a bunch of acoustic foam.
Yeah.
If I have any extra, would you like it for the Good Greens room?
Yeah, we would load it in the walls here.
Redo some of the echo?
Yep.
So here's a question that you sort of already answered.
Mm-hmm.
One of wisdom.
Who's it from?
It's from
I like these names.
LB 1409.
LB 1409.
LB 1409.
Okay.
And LB 1409 asks,
Olama.
what's the most surprising thing a guest has learned you guys from a guest? What's the most surprising thing you learned from
I love the wording that some of these
Yeah.
are. It sounds like
a
Ricky
guest
said it
has
to us.
learned you guys from a guest. Sorry if that's how you talk, but yeah, Ricky for sure.
Who learned me the most coolest thing?
Yeah.
What did I get teach the best?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's a tough question.
Yeah,
Well, you said the welding thing, so
the welding thing was pretty cool.
Welding was cool.
you already
I
sort
knew
of
that-
like
I
just
knew that
volunteered
about
that, so I would say that by you just talking about
I'm
it.
trying
without even
to
hearing the
go
question.
back. I mean, I'm excited for the guest we have coming up this Friday too, Fabian. He's a guy that reps Frost Cannabis, 67
He's,
Seeds and Unit 15.
This is big.
He's a pretty cool guy too. Honestly though, I look back on like some of our earlier episodes and it's really, really hard to pick one exact, but I think I learned the most when we had the welding one on, because I like to get guests on that obviously I'm interested in things so I can keep up the conversation.
Yeah.
I like welding but know nothing about it, so I learned the most with that one, I
Right.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, here's the next question. This is from Sarah Bear 44. Sarah Bear.
Sarah Bear 44.
Yeah. SARE
Knock on Care Bear.
BEAR 44.
Sarah Bear.
Yeah,
Kind of like Scare Bear maybe.
yeah, but Sarah Bear.
Sarah
And,
Bear. Okay.
I'd much rather watch Scare Bears than Care Bears.
What are some misconceptions about weed you want to change through your show?
That it doesn't make us dopey and dumb and unconstructive.
Yes.
Huh?
It doesn't.
Huh?
It's not gonna hurt my kid,
What?
right? Huh?
What?
Shit, what were we talking about again?
Yeah.
But no, honestly, it's like people are worried.
It doesn't really have a lot of long-term effects.
Yeah, no, people are worried that like, oh, he's gonna smoke weed, and it's gonna be a harm to my kid. No, you're gonna smoke weed, like, dude, can I sit in color with you?
Yeah.
Can I help you build that model that you've been struggling with? Because
Yes.
now I can get down on my hands and knees
Yeah.
and play Lego with you.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll even start making voices with characters and shit where I won't do that sober. I'm more open with
Hell,
people.
even when I get really stoned, right, I start getting into my tinkering.
Yep.
I get that itch to start tinkering. I'll grab one of my old electronics out of my electronic scrap thing.
I want people to believe that it doesn't make us unconstructive.
Like a lot of us stoners, we can do a lot of shit, myself included. I can make amplifiers, I can build subwoofer boxes. I have 4 years woodworking experience, cabinet making,
Woodworking.
I'd say actually,
siding.
more
I can
often than
build
not,
nice custom
that
shit.
marijuana use makes people productive because it gives them inspiration,
Yeah,
right?
It really does. Yeah, when they started the war on drugs, you can see how the design of cars, paintings, buildings, everything kind of got dull.
Yeah. No, I mean, too much of anything's not a good thing, but okay, next question is from Buzz Bucks. BUX1214MNZZ.
Okay,
And-
keyboard masher.
Yeah, and it's
What's your name? Punch the keyboard at
12. It means something to that person. If you could have any guest on, who would it be?
Cheech and Chong.
See, that's a toss-up. Yeah, do I
That's a
want...
good answer, especially for the show.
See, that's my thing is...
100% Cheech and Chong.
Mine's a toss-up. It's like, do I want to bring on Mr. Ross, someone that's working in the industry that's been like, just makes, all that raw product? Or do I want, celebrity? Would it be Cheech and Chong? I would love specifically, like, as much as everyone's like, oh, Tommy Chong.
No, I'd really love to have
I want to
on
bring Cheech Marin on.
freaking Ricky.
That'd be a good one too.
Oh yeah, bring Ricky on from the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Bring
realistic
the fucking
answer.
Trailer Park Boys.
But
The
if
whole
I
freaking trailer.
would suggest who I'd like to see on this show of any guest, I'd like to see Joe Rogan,
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Well, he is kind of our main inspiration.
right? Because he could really elevate it, and he's good at the conversation thing. He would. That's what I'd like to see.
I think
on
so,
it.
yeah. It's not even the
But
viewers.
Ricky sounds like a good one too, and actually possible.
Yeah. They were over in fucking Hamilton.
Yeah.
They get around here a lot.
Ricky,
The guy who plays Ricky, Rob Wells, used to work in Cambridge at a rent-to-own shop.
Come on, when Randy was in town, I wanted to get him on.
oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Freaking
I've
Randy
seen
did that
him. He's been to
cheeseburger
my
thing.
nightclub that I managed in London, the Royal Lancasters.
Pat Roach is actually a really friendly dude.
Yeah.
Really friendly dude.
So next question, this is the final one here on the list.
Stripper now.
It's from Guitar Jeff Oz or O2.
Guitar Jeff.
O2, I think.
O2. Yeah, that's a 2 for me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
my chicken
thought
scratches.
so. Yeah, I could tell because I see a Z up here and I can see the difference, right? And then there's a 2 up here, so I could tell. Yeah, Guitar Jeff O2. And his question is, I have a podcast, not name dropping, but what would you suggest to get more following like yourself?
Be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's either going to be organic and grow. And don't invest money in people being like, oh, we'll promote you, we'll give you all these fun. Don't buy into it. Just do your thing. Everything we have, it's been organic. We just do what we feel is right that week, and you can see it progresses. If you want to know our tricks of the trade, come on to our show. Shoot us a message at the Good Greens Podcast at gmail.com for booking, and we'll definitely get back to you ASAP.
100%.
Just jump on and see how we do it. Well, that's how you learn the tricks of the trade. I don't know.
There you go. Questions from the viewers on the Good Greens Podcast.
Right?
That was fun.
That was.
You want to play us another song? Let's have a toke first.
Sure, have a little
Community
puff
toke.
and then I'll play another song.
Yeah, let's have a community toke to everybody, with the people here. So,
Maybe I'll do an original song next because I've done a couple old favorite covers.
yeah. It's always nice. Yeah, back to those other questions. It is always nice just getting other people on.
Yeah, I used to host a jam a couple times at different venues. And it was kind of fun. It was like a house thing I did every week, right? I think on a Wednesday or a Thursday night, right? And it was fun just to have, you never know who would show up, right? As a guest or just to watch.
Plus,
Right?
we don't, as you know, we never tell our guests what the conversation is gonna be until you get here, and we just kind of shoot the shit, and I click record, and we just jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the jams were kind of like that, where people just come out and say, "Oh, I want to play this song or try that song." It was just kind of fun interaction, freestyle interaction.
Yep.
Right.
My biggest thing is I've been putting the feelers out everywhere. I want to try and get either an active officer that was working before legalization that still works. We don't have to smoke that.
Right,
we can do
and
a
talk
few
about
drugs,
the difference in their
or
job.
retired.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Retired
like
RCMP,
retired officer.
retired, you know.
You probably
something.
could get one because I think there's an outreach program with the police department where they like to bridge the gap between the street and.
Just saw there was a police program. It's skate and deploy.
Yeah.
These skateboarder police officers that are
What?
coming in now. Yeah.
Like back in the day,
Yeah.
they used to use.
What? Are gonna start seeing cops doing kickflips?
Back in the day, they used to have a lot of boxing programs through the police stations.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's where Muhammad Ali learned to box, was through a police station. That's where
I
Lennox
didn't know that
Lewis.
was true. I
That's
read
where
that
Lennox Lewis learned
somewhere.
to box, was through a police station boxing program.
See, I read these things, but I thought they were like, bullshit.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
You know,
There you go. That's coming from the horse's mouth of a boxer. So.
yeah. Who knows? I fought guys from that gym and wanted to go to that gym when I was a kid, but then we moved to London and I ended up fighting against the guys from that gym and being friends with
If you
them.
could train with anybody, who would it be?
Like now?
Anytime, any era.
Oh, in any era?
Yeah.
I think if I could train with any boxer in any era, I'd probably have to pick Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, he was such an icon, right? And he was a really good, hard gym worker, right? So it would just be amazing to be in that training camp and to see it, right? Be a part of that. And, I'd probably have to pick that one.
I would love to learn to bare knuckle against somebody from the Viking age.
Okay. Well, good luck with that,
Out
because
there.
I think people in
They
that
were-
day and age were a little
They
bit
were
more
different.
hardy than we are
yeah.
because they lived a different life than we did.
Let's get on a tiny little ship like that and go right across the water where the fuck we're going. We might not make
Yeah.
it, okay?
Humans are a little bit softer physical form. We could do other things that they couldn't do, right? But I think in the fisticuffs, I think the old timers like, Joe Louis.
The old pixie dust that Anunnaki sprinkled on us years ago kind of wore off.
Yeah. They just don't work as hard now, right?
No. Skull, everybody.
Skull.
Cheers. Bismillah.
I just realized something. Every time I exhale my toes, I always tilt my head upwards.
Do you?
Maybe it's like just open up the airways.
Stops you from choking, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, we all have,
Because I
smoking
hardly
habits.
cough. I hardly cough, so maybe.
I
it
like
does.
the have to grind up. I like the setting up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like holding my
That's-
pipe and my
that's
lighter in my
That's one
hand.
thing I miss.
Just watching a show and having my pipe and lighter in my hand.
I like bongs for conversation. I like to lean up against my windowsill in the mornings. In a nice quiet morning. I have these two birds that pop up and always sing to me. And I'll smoke
Cool.
a joint and they'll hop up even closer. It's
Nice.
just those little like gray chickadee things. They'll both sit there and they'll sing to me. And it's like they know when I'm sitting by the window. That's when I like a joint.
Nice.
I like hash when I'm watching movies.
Yeah.
Long duration high.
And it's mellow too. You don't get a crash out from it. It's like you're stoned.
It's nice on a date too.
I've gotten panicky on fucking hash. I was smoking my hash apple like last week or 2 weeks ago now, and like I smoked one too many hash apples. I was anxious.
In the 90s, there was a lot of good hash around. A lot of it used to come through Northern Ontario.
They knew what they were doing. Like,
And I don't know if it was made there, but
Maybe.
it got tunneled in through there maybe, right? I think it probably came from, another part of the world, right? But it was some good hash. It was pretty common in the 90s and it was really good, right? We used to have a lot of good hot knives. Hot knives!
hot knives. I had hot knife flour about a week ago. It was fucking fun.
The hot knife flour?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never tried
It
that.
works. Yeah, it works. That's the thing. It's different flavor. Like I said, I'm always trying a different experience.
Hot
Trying
knife
to,
bud.
yeah.
I
As
know
long as,
that.
you, as long as you got visual.
That
triangles
sounds like a,
like
what
that.
is it? Like a hillbilly rapper, hot knife bud.
It does.
Right. Watch. You're the next
Hot knife
next
bud.
rapper that comes out.
Hot knife bud.
Living in a trailer park.
This is like an 80s rap scene, eh?
Well, that's where I'm from.
Now this isn't the story.
I'm from the
This
80s.
is a story.
I'm from the 80s rap scene. Get stupid.
Getting jiggy with it.
Yeah. Out up here, run wild. Oh,
Alright, this is a Mr. Wayne's
yeah, I don't know what I'm
original
gonna sing.
on this beautiful historical family heirloom images.
I don't know why I'm gonna sing this song. I haven't sang it forever, but I wrote it a long time ago. It's called "Walking Through Lightning." Well, I saw her walking swiftly towards the gaze of my glance. I was hoping, wishing, praying this might be romance. As I smelled the perfume lingered, my emotions overrode. My better sense of judgment, I began to lose control. Walking through lightning, chasing thunder. Got a feeling I'm rolling to something that might blow me under. I'm walking through lightning, chasing thunder. Got a feeling I'm rolling to something that might blow me under. As I felt a threat brush past me, I knew a touch was close. As a slight hand eased my longings, my heartbeat quickly rose. Moments passed to centuries, and souls and loves long past. In her eyes the next morning, I love for love to last. Walking through lightning, chasing thunder. Got a feeling I'm rolling to something that might blow me under. Walking through lightning, chasing thunder. Got a feeling I'm rolling to something that might blow me under. I can take the pain, I face it laughing. I know that someday it will happen. It's too good to last too long. My heart will break, but for now, I'm standing strong. Walking through lightning, chasing thunder. Got a feeling I'm rolling to something that might blow me under.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
like that. You got a wild voice.
Thank you very much.
I am very strong.
I am.
I'm pretty stoned too because I don't really smoke marijuana very much anymore. No.
That's all we have for that stuff.
I smoked more today than I have in 3 or 4 months.
Sorry about that.
I started smoking weed a couple weeks ago, just once or twice a week when I was feeling a little bit bored or down,
Mhm.
and it seemed to be good because too much is not good, and if you can't do something, then it's kind of like well, what do you have no joy in life?
We tell everybody moderation.
Yeah, moderation.
Yeah. Know your limit, smoke within it.
Yeah. And so better for the pocketbook and better for the health.
Yeah.
But each to their own. You know, I was in chronic for decades. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear that. Oh, I definitely want
It's not to say I wouldn't be again.
Right? I want to give a shout out to all our viewers. And if you're new today, big shout out to you too. Thanks for joining us. As you see, Wayne is a returning guest. You'll probably see his beautiful face on here again. I like getting him on, conversations, those kind of things.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No
It's a
problem.
fun time.
Is there anything you want to leave these people with?
Just love each other. You know, put away the differences and the division. They don't really matter. You can't change shit. Just love each other. That's, you know,
You go.
trying to practice that myself.
You can't say it any better than that. So, without further ado, this is the Good Greens Podcast.
Latest.
Episode 27.
Yeah, 27.
Wow.
Episode 27.
Here you go. Cheers.
Signing off. Have a great day, everybody. Stay high, motherfuckers.
Stay high.